My name is Ryan Ford with Apex Movement, and this is a wall spin tutorial. Now this is one of the easiest flips you can learn, but it's also one of the most unique. We teach this to our beginners toward the end of our level 1 program. While most of them can get it on a slant, getting it on a vertical wall can be tricky. Here's a step-by-step guide to help you learn this move. The first thing you need to do when you're learning this move outside is find a nice grippy wall with a soft landing. I've got some wood chips here. You could also find some grass. Now when you approach this move, you want to hit it at a 45-degree angle. If you hit it too far alongside this wall, you might slip out. If you hit this thing straight on, it can feel and look a little awkward. So hit it at a 45-degree angle, and when you take off, you want to punch off of 2 feet about an arm's length away from the wall. The reason you go off of 2 feet is because if you go off 1 foot, you'll lose a little power. It's a little harder to learn on a vertical wall. As you hit it, you want to place your hands, the top hand pointing in the direction you're going, and the bottom hand pointing toward the ground. So as you take off into the wall spin, you want to be leaning in that direction that you're traveling. As your hips come over your head and you get to that inverted point, you need to get your top hand out of the way. You should be looking over this bottom shoulder and mostly rotating and pivoting around this bottom arm. This bottom arm will stay on almost all the way to the end because again, it's your pivot point. As you finish the flip, spot your ground, land on your feet, and you're good. It'll look like this when you put it all together. The best way to learn this movement is in a gym with a wedge mat pushed up against the wall. Start out with a 45-degree angle and slowly build it up to vertical. If you don't have a gym or mats to learn on, you can still find slanted obstacles outside to practice with. You can start out with sloped handrails, swing set poles, slanted rocks, slanted trees, all kinds of different obstacles, and slowly build your way up to vertical. Now if you guys still have fear when learning this movement, even on a slanted wall, what you can do is go up to your obstacle that you're trying to learn on, put one hand on the wall and one hand on the ground. Now this is an easy way just to kick up and get a feel for the movement. Just like any flip, you need to get your height first and then do your rotation. So if you rush your flip and put your hands way down here, you're probably gonna land down there on your hands and knees. But if you can get your top hand at about head height and your bottom hand at about waist level, then you're gonna get a lot more height and land standing up. When you do this movement, you want to try to land close to where you took off from. Think of the flight path of this move as a tight little circle, not this wide arcing rainbow. One thing that helps me do a better, more powerful wall spin is thinking about my bottom hand grabbing and twisting a doorknob. Now that rotation or torque coming out of my bottom hand will help me get a faster flip. Most people learn, lose, and relearn this movement several times before they finally master it. If, during a training session, you get worse and worse doing a wall spin, you should stop and try again another day. You may have to revisit some of those past progressions you used to build up to it. Once you've mastered the basic wall spin on a vertical wall, you can challenge yourself with variations such as taking one or more steps onto the wall into a pop wall spin. You can do it on one hand, you can do like a gainer version of it. You can even land on 1 foot, step out, and tumble out of it or combine it with other movements as well. My name is Ryan Ford with Apex Movement, and I hope this tutorial helped you learn a wall spin. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit like, drop a comment below, and subscribe for more great content coming soon. Until then, stay safe, have fun, and I'll see you next time.